Every objective secured, every hill taken has built a legacy. A legacy of unwavering dedication, profound sacrifice, and a relentless determination. For 250 years, we have kept a promise, forged in courage, hardened by sacrifice, and bound by an unwavering commitment to each other and our nation. A promise to be the first to fight.
5 rounds, go.
In 1775, Marines just like many of you have shaped the resolve and strength of the United States. Your role is as important today as at any time in our history.
Throughout the years, the character of war has changed. One thing remains constant: our warrior spirit.
The Marine Corps in its 249th, soon to be 250th year, still sets a standard every Marine should be incredibly proud of, and I say that as a soldier.
We overcome and close with and destroy the enemy.
General Chuck Krulak said the Marine Corps does two things. It wins battles, it wins wars, and it makes Marines.
Happy 250th birthday, Marines. Semper Fi.
Face Media, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to your United States Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, we are super amped that you are here tonight. Welcome to From the Ashes on About Face Media. If you don't know, a few years ago, I was sitting in the Department of Veterans Affairs emergency department with a friend of mine named John. And he's like, hey, we should start a radio station. And I was like, that sounds like a good idea. And we started About Face Media. So, and he is a United States Marine, now a nurse, a nurse, if you will. And my other favorite Marine, our producer here, Joe, as well as my brother-in-law, Mike. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to all the United States Marines that are listening to us right now or watching us or whatever it is that you're doing. While Joe tries to unfinger fuck our camera. Not sure why it's not cooperating today. It's kind of funny because every Monday when we finish up the show, all we do is press the off button to everything and shut it all down. And we have a brand new computer, camera, everything's brand new in here. And all we do is press the off button. So there shouldn't really be any gremlins or anything. But every week, all we do is shut the camera off and the blue light's turned on. So everything should be working. We just shut it off. We walk away. And then the next week, your browser has lost connection to the camera. That's got to be good, right? So we walk out. We don't change anything. Oh, it's back on now. And then we walk out and everything should be good. But every week we come back and shit's changed. Don't ask me why. And this week, for whatever reason, our camera doesn't seem to want to cooperate. But hey, whatever, man. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do a radio show regardless. It don't make no matter. So off we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be one hell of a show. Again, happy birthday to your United States Marine Corps and everybody that's listening. Really appreciate it. It has been one hell of a week. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Our United States government remains shut down as far as I know, although as Joe and I were walking in for show prep, there was a vote going on from what I'm told. I don't even bother following the news anymore. There's really no point. So yeah, for all I know, it could be open now. I don't know. But as far as I know, the United States government is still shut down. Thank God, as far as I'm concerned. Fuck them. I mean, nothing good comes from them being open anyway. All they're going to do is do more bullshit and take more of our money. So screw them. We're better off if they're shut down. So whatever, man. But that's a whole nother story. What a week though. Lots of craziness. Lots of I'm watching Joe click through shit right now on the big screen, trying to figure out how to make the camera work. I feel so bad for the guy. You gotta see Joe's face trying to click through shit. Hey, Joe, in the bottom, on the very bottom, I see a red block with the camera X'd out. Not in that taskbar, but on the very bottom of StreamYard, like right down the bottom there, all the way down right there. Click that. See if that changes anything for you. There it is. See? I'm not a complete retard. Well, I mean, I am a complete. Don't look at me, bro. I don't touch buttons. I am all crooked because somebody wanted to turn on a light. Oh, I'm still crooked, but now the camera's just different. But damn, if that video didn't get you fired up, I don't know what did. What a week. What a week. Not only today is also the birthday of your United States Marine Corps, but tomorrow is Veterans Day. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're here with us, we would like to hear what you are doing for your Veterans Day. Tomorrow morning at 9:30, I think it is, I am meeting a bunch of friends at Sam's number 3 in Denver. If you're not familiar with what Sam's number 3 is, you absolutely should be. Their portions are about the same size as Joe. Joe, you're what, like 6 feet tall and 200 and some odd pounds. Their portions are about that size. Yeah. So I'm meeting a bunch of friends at Sam's number 3 for breakfast. From there, I cut out. I'm going to hit jiu-jitsu for lunchtime. I hope, I think, I believe, I hope. Going to do that. Do some jiu-jitsu with my friends. From there, I'm heading out and I'm going to meet an old friend that I deployed with at for cigars after lunch. It's not jiu-jitsu anyway. And after that, I might hit yoga in the evening. So it is going to be a full day. I have a lot of friends who spend their time. They're going to do they got their all mapped out. And I believe the VA even sends out an email. If you're a disabled veteran, they send out an email and it maps out. There's like 200 free opportunities or low priced opportunities for you if you're a veteran available to you tomorrow. Everything from Applebee's to Starbucks to IHOP to go get your free stack. You can go to Texas Roadhouse. There is so much opportunity available to you. Listen to me very carefully, veterans. These are opportunities that these corporations have developed for you. Do not be an asshole tomorrow. If you go to these places tomorrow and you get yourself a free stack at IHOP, you better leave a tip that's double the price of those fucking pancakes. Be nice to people. Don't be an asshole. Because there's a history of jerk-offs like us walking in there, getting our free stack of pancakes with our, Iraq war veteran hats on and Afghanistan hats on and shit like that. And then giving people a hard time. Well, you weren't there, man. You don't know. Fuck off. Don't be a jerk. You should leave a gigantic tip there and be nice to people. Yes, I get it. They were not there, but they are there because they support you. And they're doing this because they're being nice to you. So be nice to them as well. Do not be a jerk. And if you're a veteran and you see some other veteran being a jerk, grab them by the collar and police up our own. Do not let others. Check out this cool graphic Joe found. Starbucks, IHOP. Look at all them. Red Robin. That's a lot of cool stuff, man. It's not my jam. I like to pay for my stuff. I get it. If you imbibe in all these cool little free opportunities that are available tomorrow, excellent. Go do it. Those are there for you. It's all there for you, and you should absolutely take advantage of it. But don't be a jerk. And again, if you see another veteran being a putz, police them up and grab them by the collar, give them a shake and say, hey, man, check it out. Here's the deal. So make sure that Whataburger,
That sounds good.
I actually might take a ride. Are you a Whataburger fan? Obviously you are. You just said that you are. What do you like at Whataburger? What do you like better? Whataburger? You're from Cali.
No,
So
I'm from Texas.
are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were from Cali.
No, just moved out from Cali because I was stationed out.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So do you like In-N-Out or do you like Whataburger?
Ooh, that's tough, honestly. That's tough. I have to lean towards Whataburger.
No kidding. Me too. All right. I like Whataburger too. And I was only stationed in Texas. I didn't actually, transplant, but whatever.
Little breakfast burritos.
So their burgers, they put jalapenos on everything. I'm an advocate. I'm a huge advocate. We only have one Whataburger, as far as I know, here in the state of Colorado. All right, Joe, I have to run this past you. Just because you're a Marine, I need a little bit of feedback. And if any Marines are listening right now, I got it. I got to hear your feedback on this one. So I'm at work today. And, of course, everybody's bane of our existence is Teams. Having a little chat on Teams, the whole office, and somebody posts something about happy birthday, United States Marine Corps, blah, 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 blah. Enjoy your crayons today. And some prior service Marine posts something, responds with, we don't all like crayons and not all of us think that's funny. Really don't appreciate that. But you do you. In the group chat with the whole office, which is like, I don't know, it's got to be 80, 90 people or something like that. And call somebody out and you're like, dude, I don't know. Help me out, Marines. I don't know any Marine that has ever taken offense to being called a crayon eater. I recognize this is a new thing for Marines. Much less called someone out in a group chat of 90 coworkers. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
What?
How old is this guy?
Oh, our age.
Oh, wow.
Our age. Yeah. So it's a GWAT vet. I was astounded.
Damn.
I was astounded. So on the side, I messaged the person. I was like, yo, this person must have been fucking like a fucking personnel clerk or something. I've never met someone so thin-skinned.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, and so all day, the rest of the day, I'm like, hey, jarheads, hey, fucking devil dogs. I was trying to think of every slur or, poke the bear as much as I could. And all day, wouldn't say a word to me, would not say anything to me. And I'm like, come on, man. You're willing to say something when somebody else calls it out, but somebody that is intentionally poking the bear and you won't say a word. Come on.
Wow.
Help me out, Marines. Anybody got anything like this? Anybody ever heard of something like this? What up, Mr. Robert? What does that say? I can't read it from so far away. I'm late, but I'm here. Ernie, what's up, man? I'm glad you're here. I was absolutely amazed by this response. So, hey, that's just me.
So tomorrow, bring him a box of crayons.
I absolutely would, except that, just like the rest of the world, I am not going to work tomorrow. And neither should anyone else.
Wednesday would be a good day.
Yeah.
Take all your hangover.
Oh, dude, I so want to. Well, I don't think this person works in our office. I think they work somewhere else, but I could mail them a box of Crayolas. Keep them sharp.
Mm-hmm.
It just completely blew. Am I off base on this, man?
No.
I mean,
No. We usually take pride in that. It's like being called a jarhead. You just.
Well, first of all,
part of it.
Just because we're getting close, bring Dan on because I'd like to hear his thoughts on this one too. But
here we go, Dan.
Here's my thought on this one. Yeah, Dan's like, don't fucking ask me these questions. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want to get dragged into this. But is it? And help me out with this thought, Dan. On tell me your thoughts on this as well.
Yep.
If you're making fun of someone, calling them a crayon eater, whatever it may be, if you're making fun of them, is that not an indication that you like them? If you stop making fun of someone Isn't that usually an indication like, yeah, if I'm not making fun of you, man, I don't want to have anything to do with you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Am I good? I'm not being an old man, right? I'm off mute.
Oh, you got a voice of a fucking angel, dude. You
Right.
sound great.
I think that that joke for them is one of those just vintage ones that's going to stay. So yeah, I mean, it's right. I mean,
like calling
I
your
get-
Navy gay.
right,
Yeah, it's
I
like-
get right. I get chair force. You get right. You get chair force, and you're like, oh, I mean, you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
I would say this though. If I was in a Teams or Slack meeting and on the Air Force birthday, they were like, oh, chair force, I'd be like, cool. Like you're like, right. It's just one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, and Marines give it back to the Army folks, ain't ready for the Marine Corps yet. I mean, I've heard them all.
Right.
Heard them all.
Yeah.
Well, my brother-in-law is a Marine. And so I got Marine Corps jokes for years. And Thanksgiving dinner is awesome. So I got Marine Corps jokes, and then I just get chased around the house for like fucking 45 minutes after Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And I love my brother-in-law. So he's pretty fucking awesome. If you're in Connecticut and you need your trees cut down, call Brothers Tree Service. Excellent veteran-owned business. So, but yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Horgan, the owner of Arrow and Honor Company. Dan,
I
how the
mean, when
heck
it's
you been, man?
bootstrapped and I'm not positive in revenue, I mean, I don't much.
Look, man, it's only money. Look at you living the passion. All right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm bullshit. That's fucked up. No, absolutely not. You got to be able to afford Christmas presents for your family. Fuck that.
Right?
Well, while I have
so you talk about you taking tomorrow off.
Yeah.
I have a VA telehealth appointment.
Really?
They scheduled a VA, for my claim. Just we're doing some stuff. They scheduled it on Veterans Day for TBI. So I have a TBI telehealth appointment tomorrow.
First of all, that's a good thing.
It is, but on Veterans Day. I love it.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that you're gonna have to you're gonna have to pause and like your Whataburger might get cold.
Right.
But yes, it's a good thing that that's happening.
Yeah.
Not that the date and time that it's happening. So
yeah, no, Rob, I'm with you. I don't go out and I don't do any of that.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a bro vet as much as anybody. I'm telling you right now, I'm wearing like Tropic multicam pants, right? But I don't ever go out. Like I don't go out. Yeah.
I feel you, man. I got the American flag Chucks on, so I feel you, dude.
I enjoy my 10% discount, throughout the year. But I don't go out.
Dude, I have a business and I am not walking out of Home Depot without asking them, hey man, you guys offer a military discount by any chance? Any chance I can get
just trying to ease the bite, just take the taxes off a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Especially here in Taxarado. So yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, right?
Any chance I can get it at 10%, man? I could really use that.
Yeah.
Chickens
I
are
never
hungry.
really ever even ask anything for free. Like, I mean, with back in the BRCC days with all the connections, like I bought a Turtle Box and, like Jonathan's one of the owners of Turtle Box. And I would never ask. I was just like, can I get that discount code though? Like, can I get that 20%?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Agree completely.
Yeah.
If I have a friend who's starting up a brand new business, like say he's starting up like a t-shirt company or a hat company or something to that
Which
extent.
you're wearing. Look at that shirt he's wearing, ladies and gentlemen. And you got the draw aim heel, right?
Hang on,
So
let me
I'm
get
a really bad
headphones back.
I'm a horrible owner. I am wearing an old BRCC hat. I'm wearing a Sitka jacket and then a Soft Fleet shirt.
I admit I'm breaking a rule. I'm double branded, and I didn't know that when I left the house this morning. So
Right.
I'm breaking all of the marketing rules right now. But I didn't think
I'm gonna point which way. There we go. Look at that one though behind me.
Damn, is that my FJ?
Yeah.
It's a good looking FJ you got right there, dude. That is easily one. That is my screensaver on my phone. I would show you, but the show is on it right now. All your comments are streaming past it.
That's my coworker right there. He sits in the corner.
We have one sitting on the couch in the back corner of the show prep area. So I absolutely feel you, man.
Yeah.
Joe is right now like under there trying to splice wires with his teeth right now, or I would bring it up right now. But what do you call it? Have you heard that while the government shutdown is happening, that they are shutting down. Well, in the Army, we call them DFACs,
Yep.
in the
Chows.
Air Force, yeah, you probably call them chow halls or whatever. I don't know. You can call them restaurants or something like that. They are shutting down chow halls.
It's Ruth Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, Ruth Chris, exactly. Have you heard about this? Was going to be our Carl, but my incessant talking ran over on our Carl segment. They're not feeding fucking troops on these installations because of the government shutdown. Have you heard about this, dude?
Yeah, I heard. Actually, it was God. I think it was this morning. I heard it was the one. It was Leavenworth.
Yeah, that's exactly the story we got. Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. No, I did.
Thank you for 2 Stars and Stripes for sending us that article, by the way.
Yeah.
You got some gusto, man. If you're not going to pay the troops and then you're going to have the gall to not feed them.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, wow.
No, it's a selling point. I'm trying to get my 18-year-old to probably join or do something like that. And that's one of my selling points is, right, you get fed and get housing.
3 hots and a cot, baby. That's exactly what my recruiter said.
They can't mess that up. They messed that up. I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
I walked into my recruiter's office. My only words were, get me the fuck out of this town. And he's like, no problem. 3 hots and a cot, baby. I got you. And that's exactly what he said to me. And yeah, now you can't even make those promises. You're not even going to get paid. You're not going to get fed. Right. You don't know. Smith & Wesson has an ongoing Guardian rebate for any Smith & Wesson firearm purchase. Rules are online. Great deal if you're buying a gun anyway. A gun? Who would buy a gun? That's scary as hell. Someone could get hurt if you purchase a firearm. Are you nuts?
I don't know if I mean, I know it's a higher one. I don't know if Staccato does. I think Staccato does Veteran or law enforcement discounts.
Don't toy with my emotions. That would be some dangerous stuff. Right
well, 10% off, like 2,500 on the low model is.
Oh my goodness, man. That is some dangerous information for me to have. Oh my God. My Christmas shopping's done now. Jesus. Yeah. Anyway. So as soon as we fired up every year, go ahead. What?
Did you show your partner that freaking thing I made for you?
Which thing? Which thing are you talking about?
That
you sent me a lot of stuff, man.
That drawing for the farm.
Oh, absolutely. I did. Absolutely. Okay. I did.
Do you like it?
You love,
yeah.
His words were, that's badass. He's working 20-hour days right now. So he's, as you know, he's probably not here right this second. He's
What's
working.
He do? Can you say what he does? No. What's he do full time?
He runs a jiu-jitsu academy.
Oh,
as well as runs a ranch, runs a radio station. Yeah. He's up to his nuts in other shit right now. So we're giving him some time to sort some shit out right this second.
Yeah. I hear you.
So yeah. Okay. So he will be back as soon as he possibly can. But yeah, he's up to his nuts right this second. Hopefully he's upstairs right now giving his kid a bath. So we'll see. He'll be back as soon as he possibly can.
Gotcha.
But yeah. But yes, he did see it. He thought it was straight fucking gangster.
Cool. I think it came out pretty good. Yeah.
No, came out fucking awesome, man. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yes. Yeah. Even Joe was behind. Joe was up, poked his head up, and he's like, "That's fucking awesome, dude."
Oh, Joe saw it. Yeah, he knows. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I showed it to everybody, dude. Absolutely, cool. It's gonna be fucking awesome when we start putting it on t-shirts and hats and logos. And what's funny is, so we have a new. Make a short story long. We have a new chicken coop. I have to paint it, and when I paint it, we would. That's if we could find a way to stick that on the side of it, that'd be fucking gangster, man.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a trailer, to be honest. But anyway, it's a whole other story. But I'll talk to you offline. But yeah, you'll see it.
All right.
What do you call it? We've been doing this now for I think 3 years. We've been doing this whole veterans businesses leading up to Christmas. We constantly try to bring attention to these veteran-owned businesses as we lead up into Christmas, try to get them as much business as possible. And we've had some amazing businesses. Like last year, we had on 120 millimeter Spice Works. Okay. And after they went off the air on this show, they were completely sold out.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So we love it. We like doing this as we lead up to the Christmas holiday. So that is our goal for Arrow and Honor. So I hope that your shelves are stocked, because what the goal for today is for you to be like, holy shit, I don't have enough stuff in stock and I need to start printing mad t-shirts and hats for everybody who loves what I do. So let's start at the beginning. Tell those that don't know who you are. I can't imagine who that would be. Who Dan Horgan is. Tell us your story and tell us about the birth of Arrow in Honor.
Yeah, I'll keep Air Force, retiree veteran. I did a little over 21 years, 3 different AFSCs and a special duty assignment, but it was my last job in the Air Force, right? That makes me super cool. I was a TAC P, I was a JTAC. So I was a JTAC, yeah, from 07 to 2016 when I retired, deployed to Afghanistan in 2011 as the JTAC down in RC South for 287, the Catamounts for 10th Mountain, which is pretty cool. And was also a Baltimore City cop, detective, and SWAT guy from 2003 to 2010. And right, my little super claim to fame is just to work for Black Rifle, right, for Evan and the crew, doing stuff, and then kind of sprinted out on my own. Arrow and Honor Co. is a whopping, what are we at? June, July, August.
3 months old.
No, June, July, August, September, October. So November. So we're just hitting what, 5-6 months old, and it's veterans and archery. So archery for me has been super therapeutic. I picked it up back in 2020 with Black Rifle, and then did a lot of stuff with Total Archery Challenge, with BRCC, and just the therapy of it's super cool. So I started this in June 6th. Actually, this year is when we started it. And so right now it's t-shirts, right? Rob's wearing one that's red, white, and bow. And then there's hats, draw, aim, heal. But it goes way more that, like, I'm not going to try to be the next Run Style or Nine Line Apparel. I'm not a t-shirt company. What I wanted to really do is it's super niche. It's going to be the veterans and archery. Like one of my other art pieces, like it's like weird to go, where's I'm at. This art piece here.
Just point to the FJ. It's the best one out there.
No, that one, but that's like Alone in the Woods. That's another art piece that I did with a poster. And so, yeah, the eventual goal is even to have land here, hopefully maybe like Central Texas, do a lot of archery events, but be able to bring nonprofits onto their property and do the archery, right? The big ones, Project Healing Waters and what is it? Quiet Water or something else. Like there's a bunch of like fishing nonprofits and stuff. And I'm not a nonprofit, so I'd love to have like property so those other nonprofits can like come and do archery. So that would be cool. So if there's any angel investors, Rob, that's what we need. Yes, buying shirts would be cool. I need an angel investor who has land or about $100,000 and wants to do archery for veterans is really would be super cool and skyrocket some things.
You're laughing and you're joking, but that is not a joke.
I know. I'm a horrible salesman. I don't do sales. I do marketing.
You don't even do that. You create art, and you don't even do that. You're a veteran who takes care of other veterans, and you don't even.
I try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would tell you. I mean, shit, dude. I would. Yeah, I can cuss. Yeah, because you cuss. So, like, I just took like a little part-time gig or a gig working for a vineyard here in Central Texas, Comfort, Texas, singing water vineyards, and it's veteran owned. Air Force veteran, him and his wife. Yeah, and it's right. It's wine and a nice winery and a vineyard, so it's gonna be pretty cool. But it's veteran owned, right? So, I'm really looking forward to help them with marketing and crush people coming out to there.
Well, I've watched you since you left Black Rifle.
Yep.
Go from a couple different veteran organizations, and absolutely just set them up for success, put them on the right path, and you're like, all right, cool, time to move on to the next one and put them on the good path. And then when you finally came around and hey, Arrow and Honor, at first you had what was it, the Free Texan? What was it called? What did you have?
Free Range Texas.
Free Range Texas,
which came from BRCC days because they created Free Range American.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to. Free Range Texas was like, I just wanted to own that or have that and was going to use it for them, but they really didn't. Free Range American kind of didn't, it fizzled. So Free Range Texas was mine. I made that into an LLC. And then from there, I changed it, right? The do business as I just changed the name. So I didn't have to, I don't need like 8 companies under my belt.
When I first saw on social media, Arrow and Honor Co. I was like, what
Yep.
the hell is this? And when I saw that it was you doing something, I came out of
Yeah.
my skin. I was so amped about you finally doing your own thing because of all people, you are that guy. You are the
Yep.
guy that just takes care of people. You've set everybody else up for success. Now it's your time. Now it's time for Dan to express himself and show others what you can do. And I'm super excited about you doing this because, I mean, just look at the wall behind you. The stuff that you've come up with, it absolutely speaks to the veteran community. My buddy Steve, who I shoot bows with. I know I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be interviewing you and I'm supposed to be asking you questions and letting you talk. I can't do it.
You're good, dude.
My buddy Steve, who I shoot with and I hunt with,
Yeah.
is from Florida, and he and I, we were deployed together. We did our thing. He and I shoot bows together. He frequently says to me that this is the most stoic I've seen you when you're shooting the bow. You get meditative and he's completely correct. It is, everything else goes away. Everything stops. You focus on your breathing. It's yoga. It is absolutely a meditative, religious experience to shoot the bow. And I see the pictures and the videos of you doing it, and I watch you get into that same state.
Yep.
You have a checklist. It starts at your feet and you work your way all the way up. You're breathing, everything. If you're a veteran and you are not shooting a bow, you are missing a golden opportunity.
Yeah. No, Rob, and 100%. And the other point of that I would say is resiliency, because you're going to miss. It's like shooting, right? Like you have to learn. And even when you push yourself, you're going to miss. Right. And so it's all right, I missed. Right. And there's, again, depending on where you're shooting, right. When we talk about total archery challenges, you miss, that arrow is going to blow up, and there's 10, $15. You just carbon fiber, you just blew up. Right. But it's okay. Let me knock another arrow. Right. What did I do wrong? And then fix it. And that resiliency kicks in because no one wants to shoot $15 downrange. Right. I mean, and that's the beauty of, like, I love shooting. Like, again, if anyone, like, don't get me wrong, like, shooting's great. The thing is, if you hit your target, you get that back. So part of that resiliency is just even that, like hitting the foam or hitting, if you're hunting, right, and killing the animal, like that's so that's huge for me, I'd say. And then the outdoors, right? My wife Beth and I have been married 25 years come March, but we dropped our youngest, who's 13, off at school today, and then we did a little walk, like 2 miles, 2.25. Right. But I was wearing my super cool weighted vest though. Right. And she was walking. Dude, being outside is just phenomenal. So like hiking is great, but having my bow. And so I go to Camp Bullis. If anyone's familiar with San Antonio and Central Texas, like I get to go to Camp Bullis. Camp Bullis has a range that's 10 to 60 yards. So it's super cool. And I don't do it enough. Like I wish I could do it every day. My backyard, like I just shot. So Sam, right? Westfall, you've had Sam on, maybe.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I know Sam. Oh, yeah, we know Sam very well. We have Sam.
So Sam challenged me, and so I made a little homemade target and was able to put it in my backyard. And luckily, like if I would have missed, everything is fine. Egotistically, I'm not missing 30 yards. But I was able to get 30 yards in my backyard. My only concern was like if my D-loop broke, right? Even though I'm drawing level, still if that thing breaks, that arrow's gonna. And but it was good.
I have a couple of targets in my backyard as well. I have to be cautious because I live in the suburbs.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah,
so do I.
Yeah, if my arrow goes somewhere, suddenly there's a German Shepherd walking around with an arrow in its ass. So yeah, I feel you.
I have the community pool kind of behind my house, so just my luck.
So
it's like a bus. It's the old bus full of nuns. The bus full of nuns showed up at my community pool, and then my bow breaks or something, and I poor nun gets an arrow. God, it's bad PR.
It is. I get you, man. Hey, it very much is. Let's talk about Arrow and Honor Co. for just a few minutes. What do you call it? Yes, this is one of the designs.
Yep.
Not my favorite design. I do love this one. Easy, man. Hold on now. I couldn't wear my favorite design because I, like an idiot, I wore it yesterday and it was in the hamper.
Which one is that?
My favorite is the Stormtrooper with the bow
Yeah, right.
because I
Yep.
am a Star Wars geek, but that's a whole nother conversation. But hey, whatever. We were at the Peace of Mind conference.
Mhm. Yep.
It had to be June, July timeframe.
Yep.
Dude walks by us wearing one of your shirts, and I'm like, "Yo, it's a gorilla
The gorilla in
with a bow."
space.
Yes, and I'm like, "Yo, where'd you get that shirt?" And he's
Right.
like, "Oh, Air One Honor Co. from
Yeah.
Dan." I'm like, "Hey, man, how do you know Dan?" Took us all down a pathway, blah 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 blah. Small circle, everybody knows everybody, and yeah. So yeah, homeboy knew you, and homeboy
Yeah.
knew you, absolutely. And it's a small circle. Anyway, you've got some fucking great designs. Do you have a
ready for it?
favorite?
Yeah. Here, I'll go to the design. Yeah. So Rob's wearing red, white, and bow. So that, I love that design just because how the bow integrates into the stripe was really, I love it. Arrow Trooper is a stormtrooper with a bow. There's a thing called the parity law. So Matt Klein, who does Battle Tribe, right? I got with Matt, and Matt explained to me there's a thing called parity law, so Disney's not coming after me. Gorilla in space is a. Some people think it's a Bigfoot. It is a gorilla, and that's the whole thing when the 100 Men versus a Gorilla kind of came out, and I did a bow thing. And Beret Archer is one. That's one of my favorites, obviously, right? So where's my beret? God, this is hard. There's my Tech P beret there. And but like there's a lot of other berets in the military. So that's a lot of things are skeletons. And so there's Beret Archer. I got Lady Archer for the ladies. She's a nice long-haired skeleton lady with some roses. I still have duck cancer up on the website. So that was to support the Pink Fund for breast cancer awareness. That's a duck with a bow. What else is up? What else do we? Oh well, the core, right? We call it core shirt is the draw heel. So that's the logo on the front pocket, and then on the back is the skeleton, which is my one. It says draw, aim, heal, because that's really the tagline for the draw, aim, heal, right? The hat you're wearing, Rob, and then a tumbler. There's a tumbler. Right? Again, I'm horrible. I should have had the tumbler with me. So the guys up at Big Frig, Brock and Johnny up at Big Frig up in South Dakota are friends of mine, and they did me a really good deal. And so I was able to print two-sided, the draw, aim, heal, and the logo on a tan 30-ounce tumbler from Big Frig. That's on the website. What's trying to think.
So I've got my cart full, right?
Huh?
I'm about to buy all this shit, right? I got my cart full. I'm sitting on the couch and I've got my iPad open and I'm like, yep, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. My wife's sitting there looking at me. She's like, hey, what? Knock that shit off. Christmas is coming.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, I would tell you, they're not cheap. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, it's not cheap, right? I mean, dude, I'm radical transparency. I'll tell you. I mean, I'm in line with other t-shirt companies, but again, we're a small business. I don't print them, so designs are mine, but it's another small business. And I would promote Brian, my friend Brian. Brian used to work at BRCC. He ran apparel back in the day, and now he owns his own company called the Utah Shirt Company. And Brian's in Salt Lake. So Brian prints and then Brian ships. So the shirts are shipped out of Salt Lake and printed. And Brian's great. And again, another small business. So he's doing that, I say for me. I mean, I pay him. Right. But yeah, I'm trying to think what other design? I know I have I don't know. There's a few on there, but I got like 8 more, man, that I think I'd like. Did I send you the one about the Mac V SOG?
I don't know that I have.
Yeah, I'll give a teaser. So I have a few actually. So I made one that won't have my logo, but it's really, again, it's archery. So I know, and thank you for talking about me for archery, but and so I did a Mac V SOG design, but did it for archery. Yeah, it's cool. I did a Def Leppard Hysteria album cover.
I think you shared that. I saw. You might have been on social media or LinkedIn, but I saw that one.
Yeah, I did that one. So, and then I have a Lego one. It's actually, I just got a Jeep.
Did you?
So I did a cover for my tire, but like the camera. So here's the thing: the camera is right in the middle, and so one of my designs is as this Bigfoot, and the camera would have been right in his crotch. And I was just like, man, my wife will give me so much crap if like that camera's coming right out of his crotch.
I'd have gone with it, dude. I'm just saying. Golden
know.
opportunity.
Dude, I'm 54, man. I got to dial down the immaturity a little bit. I already get in enough trouble.
You don't look a day over 73. So who's the guy that owns Diesel Jack Media? I can never remember his name.
Nick.
Yeah, Nick something or other.
I promise he'll kill me.
Yes, however. We had
Pete.
him on like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yep.
And we were talking about veteran-owned businesses. And actually, he's the one that kind of gave us the spark to start this whole thing up.
Oh, really?
And,
he's bringing Ranger Up back, right?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
He owned Ranger Up.
Yeah,
or still does. He's bringing it back.
Yeah, we talked to him when he was just starting Diesel Jack. But the point being, so like right now, I read an article talking about how I believe it was like 1 in 4 people in our nation right now is in some way, shape, or form a government employee. So that means that 3 out of 4 people in our nation are actually contributing to our nation's economy.
Yep.
And so veteran-owned businesses are imperative to this nation's economy right now. So what you're doing right now, our nation needs you. This is patriotic, what you're doing right now. You're keeping you are the engine of our nation's economy right now.
Yeah, but I would tell you, Rob, this is I hear you. But that's the scary part of because you're bootstrapping it, right? When I made the joke about angel investors, you're bootstrapping it. That money, like it's finite. And so that's where it gets scary. And that's why, and what's the statistics? Like 5 years, companies go under or, sooner and all this kind of stuff. And I would tell you, like, this has only been 5 or 6 months, but like I'm seeing it and that's why but again, I actually just graduated my course today with the IVMF. The Syracuse University.
No shit.
Yeah. The military founders course. So, there's a lot of good resources. So I'm not giving up by any means.
Nodding.
yeah, I'm not giving up by any means. But I'm just saying, like, the radical transparency. I mean, I'll tell you, it's tough. It's tough. So I would tell you, like, real quick, Sean for TAC, I'll kind of put his business out there. When he bought it, because it was like in existence, and then he bought it or he was creating it, they sold their house and used the equity in their house and lived, I think, in his wife's basement, his wife's parents' basement. Right? Bethany, my wife, has said, we're not selling the house. So, but she loves me. We're making sacrifices. But like, so that's the thing though. Like there's stuff out there like that's crazy. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I get it. Listen.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing my voice, support this endeavor. Please go buy some hats, go buy some t-shirts, support what this man is doing. If you have shit tons of money laying around and you're not really sure where to invest your money, this would be an excellent investment. And this is absolutely going to take off. This is going to do good things. There is no greater person doing things for veterans than Dan Horgan.
Yeah, and it's collaboration. Like and that's the thing, like you were saying, like I'm like it's not an original motto, but that's for sure something that I read and I know I've taken on. It's collaboration over competition. So that's the guys like Sam, right? Sam's up in Colorado with Valor Archery Challenge, and that's not anything with me, but like me working with Sam for sure, right? And a whole bunch of other things. Yeah. So.
And you always have this platform. We will always
no.
pimp what you're doing, man. Because we love what you're doing. And it's important that we as a community of veterans support each other. All we've got is each other. There's no one coming to help us. And and you'd love to believe that like, oh, well, veterans, you have all these opportunities with Small Business Administration and blah, 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 and this and the other thing and yada, yada, yada. Total bullshit.
Yeah.
They're not handing out checks. They're not coming in with buckets of money. No, you know what they're doing? Well, here, let us help you set up a small business plan and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's great. I've already failed at that. Next,
well,
what do I got next?
Well, it's the thing, like when you look at, I don't even know what the statistics are, but it's like, how many people join the military? I think what they call it's like the 1%.
Yeah.
And it is, you're like, hey man, you know, I went to a private all boys sport coat and tie high school, right?
Yeah,
My
that's
parents,
exactly
I went
what
to
I get from you.
college. Yeah, I went to college for a year. Like I could have went that route. I didn't. I joined, right? And then stayed 20 years. And you're just like, you know, again, 1% of our country does that. Like there's not entitlement, but there's just a level of like, okay, you know, and I would, you know, tell you like, there are a couple of things like cops are the same, firefighters. I think a lot of the first responder stuff, you're like, hey man, there's a lot of things people do in this world that are inherently dangerous, and not everybody's stepping up to the plate.
Yep.
Right. You're not going to be a millionaire, and no one wants to be a millionaire. I don't want to be a millionaire. I just don't want to eat ramen noodles, you know, for every meal.
No,
That's not a lot to ask.
when we fired up this livestock company, the only reason we did it is to feed our community and have something to pass on to our children.
Yeah.
That's it. That we want to feed others and we want to have something to pass on to our kids.
Yeah.
And I'm sure just like you want to have something to show your kids when they're older. Hey, look, I did this so that you have something.
Yeah. What's that
that's
comment
it.
about how we're the 1%? We tend to find each other out in the wild.
It's true. It's very, very, very true. I mean, like that dude to walk by in your t-shirt. I mean, I almost tackled the dude, poor guy. I'm like, yo, motherfucker, where'd you get that shirt?
Well, I love the trolls though, who I don't know if they served or not, but it's actually, I think it was Zach, veteran with the sign. I think Zach had an IG post about like, how do you identify a veteran or something? And I think I said, you know, I have a beard and tattoos.
Yeah.
And then some troll or whoever it was like, well, so does the Starbucks dude, or so does like the dishwasher. And you're like, all right, dude, I'm just telling you, most people, if they have like a beard and probably a sleeve tattoo, it's probably a veteran.
Dude, you walk through the airport and all we have to do is make eye contact.
Right.
And you know immediately. I mean, and you don't have to say anything to each other. And you know, you just look at each other and you're like, yep, got you. And you can spot the bullshit artist too, is what's really funny.
And actually, I'm sad. I normally like always am wearing my KIA bracelet for my buddy Brad, but like I end up taking it off. But those are the other things too, right? The black bracelet or the chrome one, right? You see that, like you're like, okay.
Yep. As well. I had to take that off. There's more to that story, but I had to take that one off. Sure. That was more to that story, but yes.
Well, mine's Brad. So I would say my buddy Brad was killed in 2010. And like my youngest, his middle name is Bradley. Like, so that's saying a lot when you name your kid my middle name for him. So yeah.
I totally get you. I totally get you. My buddy Nick Burney, we were sitting in my backyard around the campfire one night and he's like, how long are you going to carry them around for? And I was like, ooh, yeah. Gotcha, man.
Yeah, it is.
Gotcha.
I did it like an AI picture. Again, I don't know if you saw like I did it on all of my platforms, but I did it for Brad, but I sent that to his dad before I went public with it. Cause I was like, hey, his dad's Gary. I was like, hey Gary, like can I ask first that's the thing too. Like, so I asked, can I show him something I created? I said, right, but it's of Brad. I just, you're right. And he was like, yes, I definitely want to see it. And then he was like, yeah, like, you know, get that out to the world. Like that's great. Like, thank you. Because I didn't want to, because, you know, just like it for me, yeah, like I can't, yeah, it's something, and I can't even imagine. So Chloe's his daughter, Chloe's 16, right? And his widow, Tiffany, and then his folks, and they're just awesome. So, but anyway,
Dan, I could talk to you.
Even imagine,
I can talk to you. Dude, we really should, as a matter of fact, just sit down and do a long form podcast at some point, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
All right. Two things. First of all right. Seth's not here to do it, so I'm going to do it. Hey man, it's your time to shine. Normally I may have glossed over a question. We may have missed an opportunity. I may have skipped over something that you wanted to talk about. Next 2 minutes, I'm going to shut the hell up. Probably not. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes to talk about whatever you want. Dan Horgan from Arrow and Honor Company Co. The microphone is yours. Talk about whatever you want. Time is yours.
Rob, I don't want to talk about everyone. I would say this, just to be on here, right, is as we hit tomorrow for Veterans Day. You're not alone. Like, it's just, you're really not. Like, there's times where I know I can feel alone, and right? But like I have my wife, and you're like, and I can imagine if you don't have a wife, you don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend, right? I don't want to be sexist with it by any means. There's just too many resources, and those resources, while some might be crappy, there are people that care. And right, and it's when I talk about it, like it's suicide, and I have never been suicidal myself. I've made jokes to my therapist. I would be homicidal over suicidal. Therapists don't like that. That's not funny. Don't say that to your therapist.
They don't laugh while we laugh.
Joe's
laughing right now.
I did. I said to my because I would encourage everybody. Let me know when I'm running, if I'm running short. The Headstrong Project is a great nonprofit. They are in about 16 states, I think, and they get you 30 free sessions. And I took part of that, and it was great. Thinking about going back, because even though it worked, like it was just really great. So they actually you can keep doing it. It'll just be at that point you're going to pay after those at a very discounted rate. But anyway, so there's just so many resources. So that's one of the reasons. So Arrow and Honor Code, to be selfish, it's archery, right? So I'm going to promote archery. There's a lot of other organizations that, for archery too. So Sam Westfall, everybody, Valor Archery Challenge. To Jay, like I don't know if you know, so Jason is out of Virginia, who created a nonprofit called Endex Archery, right? So if you're a veteran, you know what Endex is. It's called Endex Archery, and that is actually a nonprofit, but it's getting bows in the hands of veterans, and so that's pretty cool. To fishing, Project Healing Waters is great. What's the other one? Patrol Base, and is it a bat or bait?
A bait. Yeah, I call it a bait, but apparently I get corrected a lot.
Because it's he was a Marine, right? I believe it's his last name. Yeah. Yep. Abbate. Yeah. So look that up. Outdoor stuff. It's imperative. Just again for your mental health. A lot of it is for your mental health. There's just too many resources, and I get, like hey, like financially, but there's organizations can help you financially too. Ones I'll list off, was it USA Cares, right? So Matt Castor running USA Cares now. Great friends. They can get financial help. The Independence Fund is one yet too, out of South Carolina. There's a ton.
There is.
So if we're at the 2 minutes, I would tell you, you are not alone as veterans. And even that 1%, there's still millions or hundreds of thousands of us. And people are willing to take the time, right? But you do have to take that step to ask. And I just kind of recently have thought about this, because a lot of people like me, are like, I don't know if I can do that. You walked into a recruiter's office. No one made you, at least hopefully. You walked into a recruiter's office, right? And you signed that paperwork on your own. If you can do that, and if you need help, you can ask, right? That's really what I'm equating it to when we try to compare stuff, right? I mean, I can go for me, like, hey, Tech P school was tough, right? And every SEAL and PJ and Green Beret for sure can be like, hell, man, I went through some shit. At the very minimum, as veterans, we all went into the recruiter's office and we signed that, right? That's a huge step. If you can take that step, you can take a step if you need help to freaking ask for it. Peace.
And this is exactly why we keep having you on this show, dude. It's exactly why. Good Lord, man. Damn, you're good at what you do. All right. Now, I'm not letting you off the hook quite yet. I got one more for you.
Yeah.
Safety brief. Keep in mind, tomorrow's Veterans Day, and it's the Marine Corps birthday. So you can talk directly to the Marines if you need to, because Lord knows those motherfuckers need a safety brief.
It is. My buddy Gennaro is here in San Antonio with me. He's probably shit-faced down in Bruno's bar in downtown San Antonio.
I know exactly where you're talking about.
Yeah, he's down in Bruno's. Safety brief. Well, the Marines, it's too late. Like if the safety brief is over, like those dudes are already, they're
not listening to us.
On the floor. Yeah, their safety brief is done. Tomorrow for Veterans Day. Now, I like what you said, man. Don't be a tool. Right. If you see another dude being a tool or lady, again, not to be sexist, correct them, but correct them. I think how you should in the military, like pull them to the side or something. Don't make a more spectacle of yourself correcting them. But by all means, man, I would say this: school zone. people who speed in school zones, like that's I like, you know, I'm like, I'll honk my horn, but it's like if I could talk to you to the side, hey man, it's a school zone, dude. So if you see someone acting up tomorrow, right, don't act up. I don't think most of us do. Like that's you know, it is what it is. Enjoy the day. Don't drink at work. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, the standard ones. The standard ones. So
that's about it. Like, I mean, if you get someone pregnant or you get pregnant, I mean, that's fine. That's what it is.
I've been working on getting pregnant very hard for like a couple of weeks now, and so far no success. Yeah. And I've peed on those sticks a couple
yeah,
of times.
Man. I just goes to be kind to your neighbor. I mean, but that's just the golden rule stuff, right? That's what.
Bro, have you met my neighbor?
Yeah. Huh?
Have you met my neighbor? He's kind of a tool.
Is he?
Yeah, I mean, no, not a good guy. Yeah, just you wave, you don't get a wave back. I mean, yeah, not a guy on the other side of the cul-de-sac. Not a nice guy. Whatever.
That's
the
worst, man. Like I get being angry, but it's like, why?
I can't.
What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, and I try so hard. We invite him to everything. Never. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking with Dan Horgan with Arrow and Honor Company. I keep saying company.
Sorry.
Look, Christmas is coming. You know what your people want. They want one of those t-shirts. They want one of these sweet ass hats.
Oh, there you go. Joe's on it, dude.
You have no idea. You have no idea how on it Joe is. Joe is actually literally holding 2 pieces of wire, one in each hand right now, and he's got it stuffed up each nostril. That's how this show is staying on the air.
Yeah, I'm super happy how my logo. That's the logo, everybody. For the main logo for it.
And yeah, it's badass, man. Go buy a shirt, folks. Go buy a hat. Dan Horgan is the engine of our nation's economy. Help him keep our economy on the right track. Help him out. Christmas is coming quick. Dan, I can't thank you enough for being a part of the show. Thank you for being on From the Ashes and About Face Media. We always appreciate your support, and we love what you're doing.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for having me, man. I always appreciate it.
Have a great rest of your evening, and tell the family we said hello.
Will do. Peace.
We'll see you out there.
See you later.
Love having him on the show. Love it. God, I hate this part. I mean, I hate the end of the show because it breaks my heart a little bit. Because, man, I could do this all night. But I know you got to get back to Sandy because she's probably got something great on the stove right now. Sonic tonight? That's out of character for you guys. She must be working her ass off. Ass off. Good Lord. And you want to get to bed because you got that new toy you want to try out. That sounded really fucking weird to say on the radio, and I'm really feeling bad now that I just said that.
BiPAP machine.
Sorry, dude. Sorry. That was... Can't wait to get those text messages later. I'm gonna get like fucking 50 text messages. Bro, you can't put that shit out on the radio.
There's your safety brief right there.
Yeah, exactly. Sandy, I'm sorry about the pull start Briggs and Stratton. I really apologize. I love you, Sandy. You're my favorite person. You're a great cook. I'll have him back to you in about 30 minutes. Oh my God. All right. Because it's the Marine Corps birthday, we're going to choose to honor some Marines tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, about 5 years ago, our nation pulled out of the country of Afghanistan. As our nation was pulling out of Afghanistan, 13 Marines lost their lives to a suicide bomber at Abbey Gate. As you say your prayers, as you hug your Marines, as you do your thing, remember those 13 Marines that sacrificed their lives, protecting all those people as our nation was pulling out of Afghanistan. Remember those 13 Marines that sacrificed their lives at Abbey Gate. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to From the Ashes on About Face Media. Can't thank you enough for joining us on the United States Marine Corps birthday. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. Find yourself a veteran. Send them some money on Venmo or Cash App because that's what we really need. And yeah, have a great rest of your evening and have a great rest of your night, folks. Thanks a lot for being here. Really appreciate it. Good night.